Okay, man, so let's try a little bit of this cough syrup. One thing I'm going to do, I got a new notation program, so I'm going to make you a better tab that you can see a little bit more clearly. So let's look at the first line. So first thing I want you to notice is that that 5th fret on the 5th string repeats the entire chord, right? So those are essentially quarter notes, and you're going to be picking that with your thumb on this hand, right? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The other note that's pretty consistent is the 4 that's on the 4th string. And so that's going to be picked with the finger, the index finger, right? And so if you just play the 5 and then the 4, what you're going to get, at least for the first 6 beats, is this. And then there's that little lick at the end. But that lick at the end that goes 7 on the 4th string to 4 on the 3rd string to 6 on the 3rd string, that is that's a departure from the pattern. That's not in the pattern. It's that 5 and that 4 that's the pattern. Right? And so that's the first thing that you could get an idea that 5 is the bass, not only the foundation bass, but the bass note of that chord. When we go to the next chord, I don't want to work on that yet, but look, the 5 moves to the 6th string, and it's consistent again. It's right on the quarter notes, and there's 8 of them, just like there are on the first line. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then we get a G even on the 3rd line. So that's the quarter notes in that pattern that'll keep you in time. All right, so now back to the first chord. Let's just look at the chords. The first chord is this 5 on the 5th string, 4 on the 4th string, and 7 on the 3rd string. So that's a little bit of a stretch. That's really a D chord, although it's not a D chord that we would normally play. And then we're going to bring that 7 down to a 6, right? And you could do that by bringing your pinky down, or you could use your 3rd finger. Either way, doesn't matter. Not going to affect the next chord. The next chord, we're going to flatten out that 1st finger, so we're hitting the 4th fret of the 4th string and the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And then we're going to end up with a 5 on the 5th string, and then a 7 on the 4th string. So that melody goes da, da. So essentially what we've got is that's the bass note, and then we have this melody. And so I messed the end up there, but what happens is those notes are together. So the 7 and the 5, 6 and the 5, 4 and the 5, and then the rhythm changes. So we get the 7 on the 4th string, then the 5, then back to the 7, then the 5 and the 4 at the same time, and then the 6. So let me see if I can do that without messing it up. And that's what happens. So the first part's easy. 7's pinched with the 5. 6 is pinched with the 5. That's simple, right? And then the next two are actually easy as well. It's just the 4 on the 3rd string and the 5. So we get 7, 7, 6, 6, 4, 4. But then the rhythm changes. We go 7, 5, 7, 4, pinch with 5, and 6. So that sounds like this. I can't really do it. It's hard. Yeah, that's it. It's hard to start right there. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Again. Again, maybe slower. So what I'm doing there is just the top melody and the bass note. What you have to do in between is hit that 4th fret of the 5th string. Again, one more time. Good. So I know you can't see my right hand very easily, but what I'm doing is I'm essentially hitting the notes on the 3rd string with my 2nd finger, my middle finger, right? And I'm hitting the notes on the 4th string with my 1st finger, and I'm hitting the notes on the 5th string with my thumb, right? I think on the recording that he's using his 1st finger for the notes on the 3rd string and the 4th string. So he's pinching with his thumb and 1st finger, and then hitting the 4 also with his 1st finger. That makes it a little bit rhythmically maybe simpler to not use the middle finger. But it's pretty fast, so I find that to be hard. Oh, I can't even do it like that. Let's see. That's a little hard for me. I would rather use my middle finger and my thumb for the pinch, and then use my 1st finger for the 4th fret of the 4th string. Exception is the very last 6th fret on the 3rd string, because I just did a pinch with my thumb and middle finger. I go ahead and hit that 6th fret with my index finger, and then we're on the next chord. So what I want to do for this video here is have you do just that 1st chord and really get it together. The 2nd chord, picking wise, is very similar, but the chord is quite a bit more complicated. And so work on the 1st one and get that together, and then we can I'll do you a video for the 2nd chord and we'll put that together. The 3rd chord is actually relatively simple by comparison. Let me just play this a couple more times for you slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, get that together and let me know when you have that.